When it comes to delivering presentations, I always tell my clients to have a structure. Now, by structure, I mean an introduction, a main body, and a conclusion. Now, having a structure will aid you, will help your audience to have your message easy to understand, digest, remember, and even retell it to other audiences. So by structure, I mean at the introductory part, try as much as you can to tell them what you are going to tell them in the form of an outline. And then give them the benefits they stand to gain by listening to you. Then in the main body, you have to tell them what you say you will tell them in detail. Okay, give them the graphs, give them the curves, give them the charts. Okay, show them the methods. Okay, give them the key details that you plan to tell them. And at the end of it all, try to reconnect and give a recap of the key points, key messages that you have told them. Now give a recap of it. And don't forget to always give a takeaway message. Leave with a bang, a takeaway message that they will always use to remember. Have a structure. Then your content will be very easy to remember. This is a quick tip for you. In today's video, I want to share with us 3 more tips to take our presentations to the next level in PowerPoint. Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Rashid and welcome back to Epic Mentorship. If you are new here, consider liking and subscribing to our channel to keep enjoying related useful videos from us. So without taking much of our time, let's jump over to my PC to experience the 3 tips that I have for us to elevate our presentations in Microsoft PowerPoint. All right, guys. So the first tip that I have for us today is actually how to use the presenter view, or what we call the use of the presenter notes. This is quite handy whenever you are delivering a presentation and you need to use some part of the notes to be able to remember certain key points, or you can use it by your side because it's what you have at your disposal. The audience cannot see those notes. Okay, so it's a quite useful tool to be able to keep you ready and connected to your audience while you deliver key details, statistics, and even some formulas very correctly to the audience without them seeing the actual source of your presentation. So for example, let's look at this particular slide on the screen, and I want to talk about these 5 speaking contexts: a talk, a speech, a presentation, a seminar, and a lecture. But I don't have all the definitions on screen, and I don't want to have them because it will make the PowerPoint jam-packed and it will not be interesting to the audience. So to use presenter view, all you need to do is to come over to notes here. Down here, you click on notes, and you can be able to actually increase the size of this. Okay, so you can be able to write all your notes down here. I will show you the view of how it's going to look like for your own view only. Okay, so put in all the things you want to talk about. For example, here I give a brief about a talk, what I want to talk, what I want to say, and a speech, what I want to talk about, and a presentation, what it is and what I want to tell my audience, seminar, lecture. Okay, I even added a talk at the end, a TED talk at the end. Okay, so you can put anything down here, and let's try to look at the presenter view and how it's going to look like. So let's put in slide mode. So while you are on slideshow, you can easily get to presenter view by just right clicking on the slide, and you navigate directly to show presenter view. Okay, on clicking on show presenter view, you will see this view. So this is what your audience will be seeing. Okay, Let me use this pointer here so you can have an idea. So this whole place is what your audience will be seeing. Okay. Down to your right here, this next animation is for you to have an idea on understanding of what is going to come in as your first animation as you are delivering your presentations. All right. So down here, it's your notes. All the audience have no access to the next presentation. They will not know which next animation is coming in, and they won't have access to these notes. These are for you, right? So up here, you will see that I have my talk. So when I move my slide on talk, I will be able to use this part of the notes to be able to remember some of the things I want to talk about a talk. Okay. Then when I want to move to speech, I quickly go to the next slide, and I knew that I'm going to talk about speech, and down here I see speech here. So it gives me an idea of what is I'm going to talk about, and with confident I don't need to memorize everything. I will just be flowing as if it's a normal content that's within me, right? And I knew that from this next animation that my next animation is going to come on presentation. Okay, so once I click on next, presentation is going to come up, and I have already my notes about presentation, what I want to talk about. Okay, next is seminar. I can see from here my next is seminar. So once I click, I have my seminar, and the next is lecture, of course. Okay, and so on and so forth. So it's very, very easy to navigate. You can see all your notes here, and they will make you appear comfortable so that you can deliver your lecture without you memorizing everything. Okay, down here you have the option to actually change the pen that you are using. You can use the laser pointer, just now I just show you how to use it, and you can use the pen to highlight certain things as you deliver the presentation, and your audience will see it very clearly. And then you have the option also to use a highlighter, which you can use to highlight a given concept or any particular option. And you can as well use the ink color. You can change the color of the ink, like in the highlighter here you have the yellow color. You can change it to any color. And you have the eraser. You can use it to erase any part that you've just written. Right, it's very easy to use. Okay, you can erase all ink on slide. You can erase all the ink or they go. Okay, once you click, everything is gone. Okay. Okay, so next to it is see all slides. So this is extremely important also, because once you click on this, you're going to see all the slides without your presenter knowing that you are looking at all the slides. Okay, so when I want to move to a particular slide, I can just simply click on it and it will show, and I can just continue with my presentation just like that. And I want to go back and show a particular slide also, I can still go to see all slides and move to this particular slide, and then I can continue with my presentation. All right, then the next to it is the zoom option. Okay, zoom into the slide. You can zoom to a particular part of the presentation. Like now you can see I can zoom in to show you this is just what I want to talk about. Practice, practice, practice. Okay, and you can use this to black out the screen. Okay, blacking out screen or whitening out the screen actually helps to keep the audience connected to you when you have a particular concept or idea that you want to send to them, and you want them to concentrate on you only, not the slide. Right, so from time to time you can use it to black out. You can black out the screen or you white the screen so they pay attention to you only. So you can unblack also. Okay, and it goes back to the same slide. All right, next to it you can put subtitle. If you want to put in subtitle, you can, as you are talking, it is writing the subtitle. All right, so that easily your presenters or your audience can easily see what you are talking about, and they will be able to understand or following the slides. Okay, so this is actually a very, very useful and handy tool that you can always use to impress your audience and to stay connected to them and to take your presentation actually to the next level. I know some of you might be interested in this my slides, okay, the templates. I think I put in about 100 of these different templates for free. You can download it in the description. I'll put the link in the description so you can download it and use it for yourself to take your presentation to the next level. All right. All right. So the next tip that I have for us is actually on how to use change slide orientation. Okay. A lot of people used to think that PowerPoint is only meant to help you deliver presentation. No, PowerPoint has more benefits to give to you than just presentation. There are so many benefits that you can actually derive from using PowerPoint. Okay, you can use PowerPoint to make flyers, invitation cards, certificates, posters, thumbnails, you name it. So many things. This is just the default setting of the orientation, but there are so many changes, so many things you can go to change to customize it to your liking. All right. So assuming you want to change this default setting to a particular setting that you have, all you need to do is to come to design here and then go down here all the way to slide size. Okay, you click on the drop down and you have the option to use the standard or the widescreen. At this moment, we are using the widescreen, and you can use the standard, which is ratio 4:3, and then you can customize the slide as well. So you can change it to portrait if you want, and you can just click on OK, and it will ask you to either maximize the content or to fit it. Okay, I always choose to fit, so it will fit all the content. And you can see this is a setting for you to use for your flyers or other templates, other things. So you are free now to move in your items around and navigate accordingly. Okay, you can change anything and you can customize it to your liking. Okay, and you can do more. You can customize to other slide sizes. Okay, you can come down to this drop down menu and you can see you can use the A4 size, A3 size, B4, B5, and any other size like overhead paper, banners, and so on. You can use this to customize to anything and even go to custom size. Okay, or you can come over here. If you know the exact size, the width and height of the size that you want, the slide that you want, you can easily enter it from here. Okay, so there is so much to do with PowerPoint than just presentation. So if anyone tell you that PowerPoint is mainly for presentation, tell that person to watch this video. All right, so the last tip that I have for us today is actually how to use the format painter. Okay, format painter is actually quite handy when you want to replicate a particular image, or you want to replicate the property of a particular shape or any object that you have tempered with, and you want that effect to go exactly to another object. It's a very handy feature that you can use. So let me give you an example of how you can actually play with format painter. Looking at this object to your left, you will see that there are lots of things done on this to design this. Okay, the coloration is different, the structure, the dynamics, everything is different. And I want to move in the same property as it is here to this particular simple one. All right, I want to move this same property. So okay, so all I need to do is to click on this particular object as it is and then move all the way up here to format painter. On clicking format painter, I have the option to click on any other object, and the exact properties from this will be transferred to this. For example, this one. And you can see, all right, the properties are transferred directly to this. Okay, whatever property is here had been transferred here. Okay, so it is equally applied to text. Okay, so all you need to do when you want to convert it to text is to make sure that you click on the box containing the text. Okay, the text box should be clicked, and then you move over here and click the format painter, and the whole of the properties in that text, but this particular box will be transferred to this particular one once you click on it. Okay, so the whole property is down here. The sizes is copied, the color exactly is copied down to this one. So this is a very handy tool that you can use to actually transfer properties from one object to another, or from one shape to another, or from one text to another. All right, guys, thank you so much for being with me up to this point. And I do hope that you have learned something today. If you do, kindly feel free to share with your friends. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to stay connected with this channel for more of our useful videos. Remember the key tip that I have for you today. Always have a structure. Start by telling them what you want to tell them, right? Then tell them in detail. Okay, then tell them what you have told them, okay, in the form of a conclusion. And they connect. And then leave with a bang. Give them a take home message that they will use to remember you. And don't forget to download the slides that I provide for you free. 100 templates for you. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.